Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nurain. You guys can call me Ain. So today my team and I will present to you guys about seminar of compensation. So first of all, I will introduce to you guys about my team. So let's go.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Salahuddin bin Taji. I'm from section 46 and I'm the member of this group.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hafizzudin bin Ahmad Jais and I come from section 46.
And very good morning to all my friends. My name is Shafiq bin Jaki. I come from section 46.
So for introduction, most of us would have heard the terms of compensation, right? In the context of getting paid for the work that we do. The work can be as a part of full-time engagement or part-time in nature. What is common to them is that the reward that we get for expending our energy, not to mention the time, is that we are compensated for it. From the perspective of the employers, the money that they pay to the employees is related to for the work that they do is something that that they need to plan for in an elaborate and systematic manner. Unless the employer and the employee are in broad agreement, the net result is dissatisfaction from the employee's perspective and friction in the relationship. Next is objective. Smart employers know that keeping quality employees requires providing the right compensation and benefits package. Compensation includes wages, salaries, bonus, and commission structures. Employers should not ignore the benefits portion of employee compensation and benefits because the benefits within employment contracts with the priorities that most employees need. Okay, the first objective is attracting top talent. Number 2 is increase employee motivation. Number 3 is boost employee loyalty. And number 4 is job satisfaction, so pupils stay. And the last is increase productivity and profitability. So for effective to employee, there are two effective, that is short-term incentive and long-term. Okay, for short term or bonus can drive desired employee behavior and may include monetary or non-monetary rewards. Okay, the benefits is medical, disability, life insurance, paid leave, and retirement benefits are among the most common types of employee benefits. And second is long-term incentive. Long-term incentives such as group plans and stock option are preferred among many employees, but employers must be careful in controlling their costs as they can be expensive. Okay, the benefits is, while not mandatory, many employers offer non-traditional benefits to provide incentive to certain employee behaviors. So my last part in this presentation is target audience, venue, and that. Okay, for target audience, we target for Dean Enterprise and Driver Head Company. And our venue is Singamata Hotel, Sempurna Sabah. And the last is that. Our date is 21 September 2020. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to my friend Siti Nurain bin Chairman. Firstly, my name is Hafizzudin bin Ahmad Jais and I member this group. Without wasting the time, I will continue our presentation. So firstly, I will tell you about the participant. The participant that joined our group project and joined our seminar. So the first name of employee, number 1, Muhammad Noikmal. Number 2, Siti Nurasnita binti Dinsiu. Number 3, Muhammad Azumi bin Juhan. Number 4, Muhammad Rizwan Parimo. Number 5, Nur Ashima Ashira binti Abdullah Hasan. Number 6, Nur Farazila binti Abdullah. And number 7, Nurul Atika binti Abdul Raji. So that's the participant that joined our group project. So next, I will tell you about the individual responsibilities and tasks. Our member that give to each other the responsibility and doing the task. So I'll remember just only for only. First, number 1, Muhammad Salahuddin bin Taji, and task him doing. Muhammad Salahuddin will do research and present about the introduction. Number 2, Muhammad Hafizzudin bin Ahmad Jais, that's me. I will research and present about benefit and issue. Number 3, Muhammad Shafiq bin Jaki. Shafiq will research and present about effective employee. Number 4, Siti Nurain bin Tiarman. I will research and present about recommendation about compensation. So that's our responsibility to doing the task and to do it the group project. So next, I will tell you about discussion of the issue. So type of issue, how much you paid in your job, how much you think other people are paid in the jobs, how big your bonus is, whether you are promoted and how you were recognized for going above and beyond a personal issue that every employee thinks about. They also issue that compensation professional in human resource spend the majority of day thinking about. HR staff or human resource staff encounter many issues as they try to design fair and competitive program that reward and recognize employee and attract and retain the people an organization that needs to be success. So just now I will discussion of the issue for you all. So next I will tell you all about the type of issue. The type we get. First type is external competitiveness. Second type is internal equity. Third type is executive compensation. And last type is recognizing and rewarding employee. So that type, my friend will tell you about the detail, and my friend will present about this. So that's all from me. I will give the next presentation is Muhammad Salahuddin bin Taji, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much to my friend who has explained it in detail about the slide just now. My name is Muhammad Salahuddin, and right now it is my turn to give further information about the type of issue. So there are about 4 issues that we got. So the first one is external competitiveness, the second one is an internal equity, the third one is executive compensation, and the last one is recognizing and rewarding employees. So without wasting our time, let's take a look at the first issues. So the first issues is external competitiveness. As the human resource professionals, they need to strive to establish competitive pay rates so an organization can attract and retain the right talent. They compare the compensation rates to the rates in published surveys to gauge their competitiveness. It means when the human resource professionals provide a good amount of money, a good amount of compensation, the organization can maintain their best employees. Also, people from outside will come inside to the organization to work together because they know that compensation is really good to have. But, however, many nuances complicate the process. For example, when you're hiring the head of software development, the competition for talent might be a different set of companies than when you're hiring an administrative assistant. So I will give the situation. So the situation is right now we have the 18 person in the classroom, and Miss Farisha give us the question about the calculation, which is the difficult calculation question. So Shafiq bin Jaki hiring the person who are already in the who are hiring their student from accountant who are already in accountant to make his assessment. So the end of the result, all students all students in the classroom is failed the question except Shafiq bin Jaki. He's only student who passed that difficult question. So that's the meaning of external competitiveness. There is no competitive between others. So the next it is about the internal equity. Legal considerations are also on the mind of HR professionals who manage compensation programs. In addition to being competitive with the external market, pay must be equitable internally within the organization. Companies generally want to reward high performance with more money and try to create pay differences between employees in the same job to recognize outstanding performance. So it means usually the company will pay high reward for those employees who are making the best performance. However, the human resource must be mindful that it's against the law to pay employees who perform the same work differently solely because the employee is female, non-white, or over 40. It means the human resource professional, they need to remember it is definitely against the law. They have to make sure it is a fair payment, even though the employee is female or non-white skin employee, or the employees who are already in the 40 years old. They have to make sure the payment is based on the employment law that was listed. So number three of issues, okay, the third issues, it is about the executive compensation. Many public companies have been criticized by the media, by shareholders, and by the government for creating compensation plans with the large rewards for executives. So yeah, we need to understand. We know that the position of executive, they deserve to get such a large amount of money. But nowadays, the public companies, they give the amount of money is outstanding from the employment law that was listed. So that's why they've been criticized by media, shareholders, and by the government, because they give the amount of money is outstanding from the compensation law. Okay, and the last one, it is about the recognizing and rewarding employees. So human resource professionals design programs to successfully motivate employees to perform at their best, and that recognize and reward employees for their contributions in a way that's affordable to the company. So it means the human resource professionals, they design the program to make their employees have the motivate to perform better. And also the compensation, also it is about the appreciation for the employees, because the contributions for making the organization become better. But however, it's the supervisors and managers in company who recognize and reward employees, and compensation staff must train and educate managers on how to use rewards and recognition to make employees feel appreciated by the company and happy in their jobs. So it's simple. It means The compensation staff must train and educate managers. From there, we know it will waste of money. Okay, it will waste of money. When the train is success, yeah, it will be good for others. But when the train is not success, it is waste of time, also waste of money. So that's all about the types of issue from me. Next, I will pass this presentation to my friend.
Thank you to my friend Muhammad Salahuddin bin Taji for the presents. And now let me continue about the summary. Incentive tend to increase employees' self-esteem, at the same time make employees proud of the organization they work for, providing day-to-day. Incentive helps attract more qualified employees to company, which in turn will increase the company competency in the market, providing benefits such as insurance and family free times, helps employees to be energetic and more productivity once they return to work. Attending employees in an appropriate manner will help attract more qualified staff to the organizations and also helps retain exciting staff altogether. Next, we continue to recommendations. Okay, about recommendation, a formal office function will be required to define markets for all types of position across the university. Further, that structure will need to review or update market-based information on regular periodic basis. Centralized campus office should be established a composition analysis structure to help address this recommendation. The relevance market should be identified for all positions. Further, many positions should have a compensation range subject to recommendations from the employee. Categories and titling teams, those positions for which a range is needed, will not include certain group of employees, such as faculty research and other specialized positions. Now is about the position. First, decision should be made and composition range should be established based on applied market analysis. Number two, this discussion will require the involvement of campus compensation analysis familiar with applied market based on job categories. Number three, compensation analysis are expected to consider living wage by geography location in setting market compensation depending on applicable employees category. And the final is pay range will be evaluated at regular intervals to ensure market change are addressed. Pay range also be evaluated outside of the regular schedule as consultants require compensation. So the compensation starting pay and adjustment guidelines should be developed with reference to the market midpoint and should be dependent on employee categories and titles established. Now is conclusion. So the conclusion composition is incentive, benefit and safety health are interesting areas in human resource to study. In the modern workplace, composition is very important because it aims to increase job satisfaction as well as staff morals. Incentives tend to increase employee self-esteem and at the same time make employees proud of the organization they work for. Providing day-to-day incentive helps attract more qualified employees to the company, which in turn will be increase the company competitiveness in the market. The benefits that are often addressed to employee are also important to boost employee morale. Providing benefits such as health insurance and family-free times help employees to be energetic and more productivity once they returns to work safety. Concerns are also very important because when employees know that employer care about their well-being, they can perform their duties without fear. Compensation of incentive, benefit and safety health are very important in any modern workplace, and all managers around the world needs to consider them. Attending employees in an appropriate manner will help attract more qualified staff to the organization and also help return exciting staff together. That's all from me, and thank you very much.